Hello friends, welcome to Khatri Steno. Subscribe our channel for more dictations on daily basis. Get ready for the general passage at the speed of 80 WPM without any stop. Ready? Start. I am very happy to be present here today for opening the new building of your university. All that you have said about this new university, which is only 6 years old, is commendable in many respects. Although you have not had adequate equipment and the necessary wherewithal in the beginning, these serious shortcomings did not discourage you. In right earnest, you started the work. One might feel sorry, but I am sure no one will feel surprised to know that in its seventh year, this university does not possess departments in subjects like Sanskrit and English. On the side of arts and physics, chemistry, anthropology, and geology. On the side of science, I need not say much about the importance of the Sanskrit language, which, besides having its own vast treasure house of knowledge, is the mother of the present day Indian languages of the North. The study of English language and literature is also essential for a university student, for it is a language which many in our country have been cultivating for the last 200 years and which is recognized as a medium of international expression by virtue of its being the language of a number of countries. Equally important is the study of chemistry and physics, which are, in a way, the basic sciences which go to form the foundations of all technical and scientific knowledge. As for anthropology and geology, these two subjects have special significance for your state. Inhabited as your state is by a number of tribal people speaking different tongues and having different customs and possibly belonging to different ethnic groups. No other state in India provides such favorable conditions and opportunities for the study of anthropology as yours. In respect of geology, also, I feel that its study should have special importance for the University of Guwahati for the benefit of not only Assam but the whole country. Assam is so rich in mineral wealth which is yet to be tapped, and so far as the production of oil goes, your state has its virtual monopoly in India. I am glad you have not been discouraged by these shortcomings, but you are endeavoring to create department in these subjects as early as possible. I have not the least doubt that the government of India will, on their part, do all that is possible to enable you to do so. Reproduction and multiplication of books and other things is one of the characteristics of modern age. If someone wrote a book in ancient times, the writer could have only one copy of the handwritten manuscripts. If more copies were required, the whole thing had to be rewritten in hand by a scribe, which was an expensive and an arduous job. Today, on the other hand, if we want reproductions of a book or a given event, we have at our disposal not only the printing press but a few other scientific devices. Multiplication of things in the present age appears to be a mere child's play. In earlier days, if a good drama was staged and it happened to gain popularity, only those could benefit from it who were physically present when that play was staged. That is because the actors could not manage to be at more than one place at a time. Even if a play was restaged, no one could guarantee that it would be rendered with the same skill and have the same effect on the audience as the original play staged earlier. All that has changed today. Now we can have a play staged simultaneously at several places. We can have it cinematographed and in this way also reproduce the original voice of every actor. This is what is generally known as a film. Cinema is a very powerful medium for projecting ideas. It can create excellent effect on the audience if it has well groomed actors, nice dialogues, and conveys a good moral, but it is equally potential in its destructive powers if the characters are immoral, so that their life as portrayed in films tends to degrade rather than raise society. The capacity of the drama to do good or evil is limited in the sense that it can influence only those who see it enacted at one place at a time, but the capacity of the film is unlimited because of its reproductions and the large number of people who can see it any number of times at any number of places. It is therefore very necessary to be cautious in the production and use of films in order to ensure that they are utilized for the good of society. Broadly speaking, cinema may be said to have three main objectives, namely education, recreation, and propaganda, and these have utmost importance over। सो ये हमने 80 WPM के डिक्टेशन पे स्पीड पे लिखी है। अगर आपको डिक्टेशन अच्छी लगी हो तो मस्ट लाइक द वीडियो एंड सब्सक्राइब अवर चैनल फॉर मोर डिक्टेशंस ऑन डेली बेसिस। Thanks to all. Be practice for a better future.